Derek Bay, the genius behind Vice Grip Garage, has faced a roller coaster of life changes that few could imagine. From restoring rusty cars to winning millions of hearts, his path seemed unstoppable, until the cracks started to show. How did unexpected controversies turn his dream life into something far more complicated? Tune in as we uncover the twists that changed everything for this automotive icon in ways he never saw coming. Derek Bieri wasn't the kind of guy you'd expect to fall in love with cars. Born in Minot, North Dakota, on May 16, 1984, he grew up on a farm. Forget about a love for cars that some folks claim to have since they were born. He learned something a bit different, the importance of fixing things with whatever he had around. His dad and grandpa fixed everything they owned, machines, appliances, you name it. They didn't run out to replace something unless they had to, and this mindset shaped how he approached cars later on. Before we get into this, it's clear that Derek's path to car restoration wasn't just about fixing things. It came from a moment far more profound than anyone could have imagined. Growing up, he got handy with more than just tools, welding, manufacturing, and fixing cars with whatever bits he could find. These became his skills and helped him break into managing auto shops and doing custom car builds. He wasn't the type to go to school for all that either. Hands-on work was worth way more to him than what a textbook could teach, so he got his hands dirty and learned things the hard way from his own mistakes. In 2007, he decided to bring his passion online. That's when Vice Grip Garage started popping up on YouTube. Inspired by other car content he found online, he decided to throw his hat into the ring. His big break came when he restored a 1969 Camaro Z28. People loved it, and it became clear that his straightforward, down-to-earth style, plus the way he saved cars most folks would have junked, was catching on. Vice Grip Garage's rise wasn't an overnight sensation, but his way of finding old, neglected cars and giving them a new lease on life resonated. It wasn't just about the car, it was about telling a story and showing folks that, with some elbow grease, you could bring anything back to life. His channel kept growing, and today, Vice Grip Garage is a must-watch for anyone who likes to get their hands dirty with car restoration. No fancy tools or complicated language, just a guy and a passion for cars. There's no denying his path had a lot of turns. He wasn't always a YouTube star. For years, he put aside his love of cars for a corporate life. Yes, he went from grease-stained jeans to a suit and tie. His days were spent in meetings, and his nights still saw him tinkering with cars in the garage, trying to stay connected to his passion. But eventually, even he couldn't ignore the calling of the garage. He packed away his suits, said goodbye to boardrooms, and followed what really made him happy, saving old cars. Fast forward to today, he's back to doing what he loves most. With over 2 million subscribers and counting, Vice Grip Garage is a massive hit. His story, from a farm in North Dakota to a YouTube star in Tennessee, proves that you can rewrite your story anytime. People think of luxury as money and fancy things, but he found luxury in freedom to do what he loves on his own terms every single day. When he left behind the corporate world, he was already a respected name. He had led teams, been a company president, and done well for himself. But it wasn't making him happy. He realized that sitting behind a desk, making deals, and wearing suits wasn't what he wanted. So he made a huge decision. He quit and swapped all that for garage life. It wasn't just about working on cars. It was about connecting with people, sharing what he loved, and making every day a little more fun. Most people see success as being able to buy expensive stuff. For him, success was about stepping away from all of that and getting back to what truly made him smile. Imagine being able to walk away from a job you never liked in the first place and being able to live comfortably while pursuing your true passion. He's doing exactly that, and it's all thanks to his YouTube channel. Today, he's living a life many people only dream of. Launching Vice Grip Garage wasn't his first move in the car world. The passion was always there, simmering below the surface, even when he was busy working corporate jobs. It all started with a Camaro Z28. That's the car that changed everything. Filming himself without fancy cameras or professional editing, he set up a broken iPhone to capture what he did, and folks loved it. That first video wasn't perfect, but it was real. He was upfront. He was no expert, and he was just sharing what he did. People connected to that honesty. Leaving his stable office job wasn't easy, but what came next changed his life and brought old forgotten cars back to the spotlight. Since then, his videos have racked up millions of views. His YouTube success brought in money, sure, but it also opened up new opportunities before. He wasn't just a YouTuber, he had his own TV show on Motor Trend called Roadworthy Rescues. The Vice Grip Garage brand expanded, and it wasn't long before he was selling merch, tools, and car supplies, all while keeping his focus on doing what he loved. So what does he do with all his earnings? Simple, he buys more cars and takes care of his family. His collection of cars keeps growing, and when he's not in the garage, he's spending time with his family. This isn't just a hobby or a way to make money, it's his entire lifestyle, and his family is right there with him every step of the way. It was late 2021 when he made a big move that left a lot of fans surprised. He packed up his family and moved from Minnesota to Tennessee. Why? It was all about finding a better way to live, a place with a more comfortable lifestyle, less commuting, and more time with family. He talked about the move on his second YouTube channel, Vice Grip Lodge. Tennessee offered cheaper living compared to Minnesota, but more importantly, it offered a better quality of life. In Minnesota, he was spending over an hour driving to work every day. That added up to around 30 days a year just commuting. It was time that could be better spent with his family or working on cars. In Tennessee, he set up a new shop just a short drive from home, giving him more time to be with the ones he loves and work on what he enjoys, sometimes putting in an incredible 130 hours a week on car projects. Another bonus was Tennessee's milder winters compared to Minnesota. That meant he could keep working on his projects without a 3-month winter break. It's no wonder he chose Tennessee, a better climate, more time with family, and more opportunities to pursue his passion. When it comes to racing, Tennessee's central location makes it the perfect place for motorsports, something he has gotten more into in recent years. Speaking of racing, his interest in it has grown a lot. In 2021, he jumped into competitive racing at the Midwest Drags event. His first experience was driving a lowered ice cream truck, more for fun than anything else, but it lit a spark. The real excitement came when he entered Rocky Mountain Race Week with his Mustang, affectionately called El Toro, hitting 8-second runs. He found himself diving deeper into the racing world. It's not just the thrill of racing that keeps him coming back, it's the community, the drag and drive events, the friendships, and the shared passion that makes it all worthwhile. His love of cars isn't just about fixing them, it's about connection, about pushing them to the limit on the track, and being part of something bigger than himself. In recent races, his 2007 Chevy Chevelle, affectionately known as Independence, has been a standout. Independence isn't just a car to Derek, it's a symbol. It's a little rough around the edges, a bit worn down, but it keeps going. That's why he named it Independence, reflecting the resilience he embodies so well. Over the years, Derek has indulged his racing passion without overspending. He has always aimed to show people that car restoration and racing aren't only for the wealthy, they're accessible to anyone willing to roll up their sleeves. Vice Grip Garage exemplifies this ethos. His videos are refreshingly simple, featuring low-budget projects and practical solutions rather than flashy, high-dollar parts. It's a reminder of his humble beginnings and his commitment to inspiring others. From YouTube to TV stardom, Derek's journey with Vice Grip Garage eventually caught the eye of Motor Trend, leading to a big leap in his career. In 2022, he debuted his reality TV show Roadworthy Rescues. The show was a natural extension of his YouTube channel but introduced a new challenge, working within tighter timelines. In the premiere episode, Derek revived a 1967 Mustang that had been abandoned for nearly 30 years. Each rescue brought unique obstacles, and viewers loved watching Derek face them head-on while restoring forgotten cars to their former glory. From garage fixes to racing champions. Despite his success, Derek hasn't been immune to rumors and controversies. One misunderstanding arose when he jokingly referred to a 1965 Chevy C10 as the lawsuit, sparking unfounded talk about legal trouble. A more serious incident involved the theft of an expensive carburetor from his farm. In response, Derek's family offered a $5,000 reward for information, showing their commitment to justice and the value they place on their work. Derek's business acumen is as sharp as his wrenching skills. Some cars he restores are kept as part of his growing collection, while others are sold to fund new projects. His content remains fresh, from full restorations to custom builds. A fan-favorite series,